woke up to the smell of old gas and a sun that felt like it was burning right through me.
I was slumped against a rusted pump in the middle of nowhere, and I was completely alone.
The car was gone. My phone, my purse, everything.
It hit me then, like a punch to the gut. My own brother had left me here to die.
Then I remembered Liam pointing toward the hills, saying the ranch was just over there.
It was a long shot, but I didn't have any other choice. I started walking. The first few days were just a blur of heat and pure exhaustion.
My skin was burning, and every step felt like a fight, but I kept thinking about Liam.
After 5 days of hell, I finally saw it. The ranch. It wasn't a mirage. I actually made it.
The gate creaked open, and the house just stood there, silent as a tomb.
I stumbled inside and just collapsed. I was finally out of the sun. I found the well behind the house. When the water started pumping, I almost cried. It was cold, it was clean, and it was the first thing that made me think I might actually make it. I found these old journals in the study. My Aunt Maeve had been writing everything down for years. She kept talking about a secret hidden deep beneath the dust. I had no idea what she meant. I found the will hidden in a chest. It was all there in black and white. Liam didn't just leave me. He planned the whole thing to get his hands on the mineral rights. I found this old radio in the workshop. It was my only way to call for help. I spent days fixing it, and when I finally heard that static, I knew I had a chance. I'm not gonna let him win. This radio is my only shot at getting the truth out. Come on, just one clear signal. Wait, was that a voice? My name is Elara, and I've been left for dead. My brother Liam did this for the lithium rights. Every day is the same, just waiting. I'm not giving up, though.
Is that a helicopter?
Oh my God, they heard me.
Over here! I'm here! Sarah? Is that really you?
We were so worried, Audio. I thought I'd never see you again.
He planned it all, Sarah. Every single detail.
He wanted me dead for the money. I just wanted a way out of my debts.
I didn't think she'd actually survive.
I'm finally home. And this time, I'm staying. I started with the solar panels, cleaning off years of desert dust. It was slow, careful work, but I needed this place to finally wake up. The root cellar was like a time capsule. Aunt Maeve had everything labeled and preserved, like she knew exactly what was coming. The greenhouse was a mess, but the soil was still good. I spent hours just clearing out the dead stuff, trying to give the earth a fresh start. I never thought I'd be a blacksmith, but this place forces you to learn.
There's something about working with fire that just clears your head.
Maeve's journals were full of secrets.
She wasn't just hiding from the world. She was watching it, waiting for something.
These maps, they were pointing to something huge. Lithium, right here under my feet. It sounded crazy, but the evidence was all there. I found it in a hidden compartment in the chest. The will, the surveys, it was all there. Liam had planned this from the start. He wanted me dead for a paycheck.
Well, he picked the wrong sister to mess with.
I had to get this radio working.
It was my only way to reach the world, to tell them what he'd done. There it was, a voice. I took a deep breath and started to tell my story. I'm broadcasting to anyone who can hear this. My name is Elara, and I'm stranded at the old Maeve ranch. My brother left me here to die for a fortune that's rightfully mine. Every day is the same routine. I keep the garden alive, then I keep the radio running. I'm not gonna let him win.
What is that sound?
It's getting louder.
Oh my God, it's a helicopter.
Over here. I'm here. Please see me. I'm finally getting out of here. Sarah?
I can't believe it's really you.
We heard your signal, Elara. He planned it all. Every single detail. He wanted the mineral rights for himself. He left me to die, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
I didn't mean for it to go this far.
You don't understand. I was desperate. It was all about the money, wasn't it? I'm finally home. This place isn't a prison anymore. It's my sanctuary.
Everything is growing so well.
Maeve would have been proud of this.
I'm building something that lasts.
I found myself in the middle of nowhere, and I'm never letting go of that strength again.
This is my life now.
I never really knew Aunt Maeve.
But looking at her journals, I feel like I'm finally starting to understand her.
She saw something in this desert that everyone else just ignored.
These maps, they aren't just random drawings.
Maeve knew exactly what was buried out here.
It's lithium, and there's a fortune sitting right under my feet. I almost missed this entirely.
It's all here, in black and white.
Liam didn't just leave me to die. He planned it for the money. My own brother. I can't believe he was capable of this.
But I'm not going to let him get away with it.
This old thing is my only shot.
If I can just get it to broadcast, maybe someone will hear me.
I've got to make this work. Is anyone out there?
My name is Elara, and I'm being held against my will.
Please, if you can hear this, help me.
Every day is a battle, but I'm still here. I'm not going to let the desert break me.
And I'm definitely not going to let Liam win. Wait, do you hear this? It's a helicopter.
Oh my God, they're actually coming.
Over here! I'm here!
Please, don't leave. I'm right here. Sarah? Is that really you? I thought I'd never see anyone again. Thank you for finding me. I can't believe you're actually here. We heard your signal and didn't stop looking.
Liam told everyone you just needed to be alone.
Look at this, Sarah. He didn't just leave me here. He planned for me to die so he could take everything. We've got everything we need now. This is going to be enough to put him away.
You're safe now, Elara.
I didn't think she'd actually make it. It was just business, you have to understand.
I was desperate, okay?
It's finally over. I'm not going anywhere.
This is my home now. We're going to make this place self-sustaining.
It's not just about the past anymore.
We're building a future here. We have to do this the right way.
The land has given us so much. We can't just take without giving back. I finally feel like I belong here. Aunt Maeve would be proud of what we've done. It's quiet, but it's a good kind of quiet. I never thought I'd make it this far. But here I am. Stronger than I ever imagined. Could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Sometimes I still look at this photo and wonder how everything changed so fast. It feels like a lifetime ago that we were just a normal family. This place was supposed to be my grave, but it turned into my sanctuary. I'm not leaving this land behind. Not ever. Every rock out here tells a story if you know how to listen. Maeve knew what was hidden beneath the dust all along. It's not much, but it's enough to keep the lights on.
I'm finally starting to feel like I'm in control of my own life again.
Who knew that life could be so resilient in such a harsh place? I'm learning to grow things, even when the odds are stacked against me. There's still so much I don't understand about what Maeve was doing here. But every day, the picture gets a little bit clearer. The sunsets out here are unlike anything I've ever seen. It's like the desert is showing off just for me. I keep hoping I'll hear something. Anything besides the static. But for now, the silence is my only companion. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive him. But I'm not going to let his greed define my future. I've survived the worst, and I'm still standing.
This is my home now, and I'm not going anywhere.
I couldn't shake the feeling that Maeve was hiding something big.
Every journal entry felt like a breadcrumb leading to a secret. I just needed to find where she kept the real truth. My fingers hit something that didn't feel quite right. It was a false bottom in the old chest. I held my breath as I pulled out the package. The words on the page were like a punch to the gut. Liam didn't just leave me. He planned for me to disappear. He wanted me gone so he could take everything. I wasn't gonna let him win this easy. I needed a way to tell the world what he'd done. The old radio was my only shot at getting out of here. It was painstaking work, but I didn't care. Every wire I fixed felt like a step closer to home. I was gonna make sure someone heard me. There it was, the first crackle of life. I started broadcasting my message over and over again. I didn't know if anyone was listening, but I had to try. Every day was the same, but I kept the faith. I was surviving, but I was also waiting for a miracle. I wasn't gonna give up now. I thought I was hearing things first. Then I saw it, a dot in the sky getting bigger. I started running, screaming, just hoping they'd see me. I couldn't believe it was Sarah. She held me so tight, I thought I was gonna break. I was finally safe, but the weight of it all was still there. I told her everything, every single detail. It felt good to finally get it all out. Now, it was time for Liam to face the truth. So, Liam's carefully crafted story finally started to fall apart. He sat there, looking smaller than he ever had before. The weight of his greed was finally catching up to him. Watching them leave felt like a weight lifting off my chest. The ranch finally felt like it belonged to me again. I could finally breathe in this desert air without fear. I started by clearing out the old dead growth. It felt like I was clearing out my own past, too. Getting my hands in the dirt was exactly what I needed. I wasn't just fixing things anymore. I was building a future. Every upgrade made this place feel a little more like home. I was finally in control of my own survival. I spent hours poring over these old maps. There's a real responsibility that comes with this kind of discovery. I'm going to make sure this is done the right way. Sometimes I still look at these photos and wonder where it all went wrong. It's hard to reconcile the brother I loved with the man who did this. I guess some wounds just take a lot longer to heal than others. This place used to be my nightmare. Now, it's the only place I feel truly at home. I've found a kind of peace out here that I never thought possible. It's not just a house anymore. It's a testament to what I've survived. I've built something real here, something that's all my own. I'm finally ready to start the next chapter. I never thought I'd be the kind of person who could survive this. But here I am, stronger than I ever was before. I'm ready for whatever the future holds. Could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I never thought I'd see this place bloom. It's funny how life finds a way, even in the middle of nowhere. Every tool here has a story. I had to learn how to fix everything from scratch. It's not just about the money anymore. It's about doing this right, for the land and for the future. The desert has a way of teaching you what really matters. It's quiet here, but it's a good kind of quiet. I never thought I'd enjoy cooking this much. Everything tastes better when you've grown it yourself. Maeve knew what she was doing. I'm just building on the foundation she left behind. I used to fear this place. Now, it's the only place I want to be. I'm not the same person I was 3 months ago, and I'm grateful for that. This is my home now, and I'm not going anywhere. Could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
I look out at these hills and I still can't believe I made it.
It feels like a lifetime ago that I was just a ghost wandering this desert.
Maeve knew something was hidden here, something the world wasn't ready for.
I'm finally starting to understand what she meant by the real treasure. This old radio was my only lifeline when everything else was gone. It's funny how a few wires and a little bit of hope can change your entire life. I've learned to rely on the sun and the land instead of the world outside. It's a quiet life, but it's mine, and that's enough. Maeve was always prepared for the worst, and I guess I'm following in her footsteps.
There's a comfort in knowing I have everything I need right here.
The desert has a way of stripping everything away until you're left with only the truth.
And the truth is, I'm still standing. This place used to feel like a prison, but now it's my sanctuary.
I've built a life out of the dust, and I'm not going anywhere. I think they'd be proud of what I've done here. I'm finally at peace with the past. There's so much more to this story than just the betrayal. It's about finding the strength to keep going when everything is against you. So, could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
I look out at these hills and I don't see a prison anymore.
It's funny how the same place that almost killed me now feels like home.
Maeve knew what was buried here all along.
She left these notes like a map for someone who was ready to listen. This old radio was my only lifeline when everything else failed. It's still here, just in case I ever need to reach out again. I've learned to make this place work for me.
It's not just about surviving anymore. It's about building something that lasts.
Maeve was always prepared for the worst. I guess I'm just following in her footsteps now. The desert is quiet tonight. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I can finally breathe.
This place isn't just a house anymore.
It's my sanctuary. I think they'd be proud of what I've done here. I'm finally finding my own way. Writing it all down helps me make sense of everything. I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm living. This place is my future now, and I'm not going anywhere. I look out at the horizon and remember how I first got here. It's been a long road, but I'm not the same person anymore. I'm not just surviving this place. I'm finally home.
Maeve's journals are still here, full of her secrets.
Tracing these lines feels like talking to her across time. She knew this land held something special, and now I do too. This old radio was my only lifeline when things got dark.
I still check the connections sometimes, just to be sure.
It's a reminder that even when you're alone, you can still be heard. Keeping the power running is a full-time job out here. But looking at these panels, I know I've built something that lasts. It's funny how much you can do when you've got no other choice.
Maeve really knew how to prepare for the worst. I'm just following her lead, keeping the shelves stocked and ready.
It feels good to know I'm not just surviving, but thriving. The desert sunset never gets old, no matter how many times I see it. It's quiet, but it's a good kind of quiet. I'm ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Every time I close this door, I feel a little more at peace. This place was meant to be my end, but it became my beginning. I'm finally home. I think they'd be proud of what I've done here. It wasn't easy, but I found my own way. I'm finally at peace with everything that happened. Writing it all down helps me make sense of the chaos. I'm not just a survivor anymore. I'm the one telling the story. And I've got a lot more to say. They say you can't find yourself until you're completely lost. I guess they were right. This is my inheritance, and I'm not letting it go. Looking back at the horizon, it's hard to believe how far I've come. I used to be a victim of this place, but now I'm its steward.
These journals were Maeve's life, and now they're my guide. Every page I turn, I feel a little more connected to her.
This old radio was my only lifeline when things were at their worst. It's funny how a piece of junk can end up saving your life.
I've worked hard to keep this place running on its own.
Looking at these panels, I finally feel like I'm in control of my future.
Maeve knew how to prepare for the long haul.
I'm just trying to keep that tradition alive, one jar at a time.
The desert is quiet tonight, and for once, I am too.
I've faced the worst, and I'm still standing. This house used to feel like a prison, but now it's my sanctuary. I'm finally home.
I think they'd be proud of what I've done here.
I've finally found my own way.
Writing it all down helps me make sense of everything.
I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm building a life.
This place was meant to be my grave, but it became my home.
And I'm never leaving.
I look out at the horizon and remember how I first got here. It's crazy how far I've come, not just in miles, but in my own head.
The wind's still harsh, but it doesn't scare me anymore. I still find myself coming back to these journals.
Aunt Maeve left behind a whole world in these pages.
It's like she's talking to me from across time.
This old radio was my only lifeline.
I spent weeks fixing it up, just hoping someone was listening.
It's a relic, but it saved my life. I never thought I'd be someone who could run a place like this.
But here I am, keeping the lights on all by myself.
It feels good to be in control of my own survival.
Maeve was ready for anything, and I'm learning to be the same. These jars are like a time capsule of her life. I'm just glad I have enough to get through the winter. The desert is quiet tonight.
It's funny how a place that almost killed me is now the only place I feel at home.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
This house used to feel like a prison.
Now it's my sanctuary.
I'm finally home.
I think they'd be proud of me.
I didn't just save the ranch. I saved myself.
That's the real inheritance.
I'm writing it all down so I never forget.
The story isn't over yet.
It's just beginning. Could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave?
I did.
And you can too.
I look out at the horizon and remember how I first got here.
It's crazy how far I've come, both in miles and in my own head. I'm not just surviving this place anymore. I'm finally taking care of it. I still come back to Maeve's journals when I need to feel grounded. Tracing these words feels like talking to her across time. It's quiet in here. Just the sound of the pages turning. The radio is still here in the workshop.
I check the connections every now and then, just to be sure.
It's a constant reminder of the day I finally broke through the silence. The solar panels are working perfectly. It took a lot of work to get this place running right.
Whew, looking up at this sky, I finally feel like I've got things under control. Now the root cellar is still stocked up.
Everything is labeled just like Maeve used to do it.
It feels like I'm carrying on her tradition of being ready for anything. Watching the sunset out here never gets old. It's so quiet. It's almost like the desert is breathing.
I know I'm stronger than I ever thought possible.
Coming back inside feels different now.
This place isn't just a house anymore. It's my home. I've turned this place into my own sanctuary.
I look at this photo and I finally feel some closure.
I think I've honored their memory by staying here. I've found my own path, and I think they'd be proud.
I'm writing down everything that happened. It's important to document my journey and my plans for what's next. I'm not just a survivor anymore. I'm the one telling the story. This place is a beacon out here in the desert. It's a testament to what you can do when you refuse to give up.
Finding light
in the darkest places is what this is all about. The desert used to feel like a prison. Now, it's just home. I know every creak and shadow in this place now. It's like the house and I have an understanding. Survival isn't just about fighting. It's about finding ways to keep going day after day. Sometimes I still can't believe I made it. But then I look around and I know I did. There's still so much I don't know about this place. But I'm gonna figure it all out. Maeve was a lot like me, I think. She knew what it meant to be alone. And she didn't let it break her. Out here, you really see how big the world is. And how much of it we usually miss. This old thing saved my life. It's funny how a little bit of static can change everything. I'm exhausted, but it's a good kind of tired. I've got a lot to do tomorrow. I'm finally home, and I'm not going anywhere. The morning light hits the room just right. It's finally quiet, and for the first time, it feels like peace. I used to look at this horizon and only see a grave. Now it just looks like a new beginning. These little guys are tougher than they look. Just like me, I guess. Every mark on these maps tells a story. And I'm finally starting to understand the ending. It's a lot of land to look after. But it's mine, and I'm not going anywhere. A little grease and a lot of patience. That's all it takes to make things work again. The sunsets out here never get old. They're a reminder that every day is a gift. It's not much, but it's home. And for the first time, that's enough. I've got a lot of reading to catch up on. But I've got all the time in the world. Good night, desert. I'm ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Waking up here feels different now. The desert silence isn't scary anymore. It's just peaceful. I used to look at these mesas and just see a prison. Now, I see a future I'm actually gonna build. These little guys are tougher than they look. Just like me, they've learned how to thrive in the middle of nowhere. Every mark on these maps is a piece of the puzzle. I'm finally starting to see the whole picture. It's funny how things change. This fence used to feel like it was keeping me in, but now it feels like it's protecting what's mine. I never thought I'd be good at this stuff. But you learn pretty fast when you've got no other choice. The sunsets here are something else. I think I could get used to this quiet. It's not much, but it's home. And for the first time in a long time, that feels like enough. I've got so much to catch up on. But there's no rush anymore. I made it. I really made it. I look around this room and I still feel her presence. It's like Maeve left these secrets here just for me to find. Wait, what's this? There's a false bottom in the drawer. My hands are shaking, but I know this is important. I can't believe it. He didn't just leave me here, he planned it. Every single detail was calculated to take everything from me. I need to get the word out. There has to be a way to reach someone. The radio. Maybe it still works. Come on, just a little more. I've got to get this thing running. This is my only chance to make things right. Is anyone out there? My name is Elara, and I've been left for dead. My brother, Liam, did this for the mineral rights. I'm not giving up. Someone has to hear me. I just need to keep going. Is that a helicopter? Oh my God, they found me. I'm saved. Elara, we heard you. I thought I'd never see you again. It's okay. You're safe now. I'll be back. This place saved me, and I'm not letting anyone take it from me again. Seeing him in handcuffs, it finally hit me. The brother I thought I knew was just a ghost. He didn't even look me in the eye. Lawyers kept talking about rights and claims. I just wanted the truth to be on the record. It was finally over, but the wait remained. Coming back here felt different this time. It wasn't a prison anymore. It was home. I started small, fixing what was broken. Every upgrade made this place a little more mine. I was building something that would last. The greenhouse was my little victory. Watching things grow in this dust, it felt like magic. I was finally nurturing something good.
Maeve knew what was hidden here all along.
I'm just the one who has to do it right.
The land deserves respect, not just exploitation.
The desert is quiet now. It doesn't feel like it's trying to kill me anymore. It feels like it's finally listening. I don't think about him as much anymore. The anger just faded away. I'm too busy living my own life.
That old radio saved my life.
It was my only way to scream for help.
Now it's just a reminder of how far I've come.
I survived the desert, and I found myself in the process.
I'm not going anywhere.
I walk through these rooms, and I can still feel the weight of everything that happened here.
It's quiet now, but this place holds so many secrets. I found these old photos of Aunt Maeve tucked away in a drawer. She looks so different here, like she was really onto something.
Keeping the power running is a full-time job out here. But it's worth it to know I'm not reliant on anyone else. These plants are tougher than they look.
Just like me, I guess, finding a way to grow in the middle of nowhere.
Maeve knew exactly what was under this land.
I'm finally starting to see the bigger picture.
It's funny how the silence used to scare me. Now, it's the only thing that makes sense. Water is life out here.
And I've made sure this place has plenty of it.
I keep this old radio running just in case. You never know when you might need to be heard.
I've turned this place into something real.
It's not just a house anymore. It's my sanctuary.
I've been through hell, but I'm still here.
And I'm not going anywhere. I spent weeks poring over those journals. Every note Maeve left behind was a piece of a much larger puzzle. The maps were starting to tell a story that didn't make any sense. I almost gave up on that old chest.
But then my fingers brushed against something that didn't feel quite right.
There it was, hidden away like it was waiting for me to find it.
My hands wouldn't stop shaking as I read the words.
It was all there in black and white. Liam hadn't just left me. He'd planned for me to vanish.
The shock didn't last long.
It just turned into this cold, hard fire in my gut. I wasn't going to let him get away with it.
I remembered the old radio in the workshop.
It was a relic, but it was my only chance. I spent days cleaning circuits and praying it would still work.
Then, finally, a crackle of static.
I didn't know if anyone was listening.
But I kept broadcasting my name and what happened, over and over again.
The days just started to blur together. I kept the routine, but my mind was always on that radio.
Every sunrise was a new chance to be heard.
Then, I heard it.
A hum that didn't belong in the desert. I ran outside, and there it was, a helicopter coming right for me.
Sarah was the first one out. I couldn't even speak. I just started crying. It was finally over. I'm safe now.
The ranch is mine, and the truth is finally out.
I've faced the worst, and I'm still here.
I can't believe he actually did this to you.
He thought I was just gonna disappear into the sand. Well, he was dead wrong.
It's finally over, isn't it? The police are taking it from here, Elara.
I just need to breathe for a second. He looks so small now, doesn't he? Greed has a way of shrinking a person.
He's gonna have a lot of time to think about what he did.
This place was a prison, but now it's mine. I'm gonna make it something worth staying for. It feels like I'm finally waking up. Look at all this life. I didn't think anything could grow out here. But it did. And so did I. There's so much more to this place than I ever imagined. Maeve knew it all along. Now, it's my turn to protect it.
I used to fear this silence.
Now it's the only thing that makes sense. I'm finally home.
It's not just a desert anymore.
It's a part of who I am.
And I'm not going anywhere.
You never know what you're capable of until you're pushed to the edge.
But I'm still here, and I'm stronger than I ever was before.
Could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Walking through these halls, I finally feel like I'm home. It's quiet here, but it's a good kind of quiet.
There's so much history buried in these pages.
I'm gonna make sure it's all preserved properly. The desert can be harsh, but it's also incredibly beautiful. I've learned to respect it, and in return, it's given me peace. Keeping the power running is a full-time job out here, but it's worth it to be completely off the grid. Everything here needs a little extra care to survive. Watching things grow in the middle of nowhere is pretty amazing. I've got to make sure we do this right. This land has given me so much. I owe it that much. It's funny how a fence can feel like a fortress. But here, it's just a boundary for my own peace of mind. I never thought I'd find a place like this. It's not just a house. It's a part of who I am now. If you're ever feeling lost, just remember that you're stronger than you think. You can find your way back, no matter how far you've drifted. Thanks for listening to my story. I hope it helps you find your own strength. I look out at this horizon and finally feel a sense of peace. It's taken everything I had to get here, but I'm home. This place used to feel like a prison, but now it's my sanctuary. Every creak in these floorboards tells a story I'm finally ready to hear. I've spent weeks going over these maps and journals. It's not just about the lithium anymore. It's about doing this right. Checking the fence has become part of my daily routine. It's a reminder of the boundaries I've had to set for myself. The house feels different now that I've made it my own. It's not just a relic anymore. It's a home. I never thought I'd make it out of that desert alive. But here I am, stronger than I ever was before. You can find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave. You just have to keep moving forward. These plants are doing better than I expected. It's amazing what a little care can do in the middle of nowhere. The stars out here are unlike anything I've ever seen. I think I'm finally starting to understand why Maeve loved this place so much. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm ready for whatever comes next. I keep finding these little pieces of her life. It's like she left a trail just for me to follow. Wait, what is this? She knew about the lithium way before anyone else did. It all makes sense now. He didn't just want the land. He wanted the fortune beneath it. I need to make sure I have proof of everything. This is going to be the end of his little game. The desert has a way of revealing the truth. I'm ready for whatever comes next. Come on, just a little clearer. I know someone is out there. Hello? Can you hear me? Please, I need help. My name is Elara, and I've been abandoned here. I have proof of everything he did. It's done. Now we wait. The sun is rising on a new day. I'm finally going home. Wait, do you hear that? It's getting louder. Is that a helicopter? Over here. Please, see me. I'm right here. Sarah? Oh my God, it's really you. I can't believe you're here. We heard your signal, Elara. We were so worried about you. Liam told us you'd gone off the grid. Look at this, Sarah. It was all a lie. He planned everything from the start. They're taking everything as evidence. It's finally over. He's going to have to answer for this. I didn't mean for it to go this far. You don't understand. I had no choice. It was just business. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. This is my home now. We're gonna do this right.
Sustainable and respectful.
Just like Maeve would have wanted. I made it. I'm finally home. And I'm stronger than ever.
It's funny how a place can change so much.
This house used to feel like a prison, but now it's finally starting to feel like home. I spent weeks staring at this old thing, just hoping for a miracle. It's crazy to think that a few wires and a lot of patience saved my life. Everything's finally starting to grow out here.
It takes a lot of work, but seeing this green life in the desert is worth every drop of sweat.
I used to look at this horizon and see nothing but an endless, empty grave.
Now, I see a future.
Aunt Maeve knew what was hidden under this dust all along. I'm just making sure we do it right this time.
I think they'd be proud of what I've done here.
It's not the life I expected, but it's mine. You can see every single star out here. It's the kind of quiet that lets you finally hear yourself think. Maeve was a lot tougher than anyone gave her credit for.
I'm just glad she left these notes behind.
It's amazing what you can do with a little bit of planning.
I've never appreciated a simple meal more than I do now. I'm finally home, and I'm not going anywhere.
I've spent weeks mapping out every detail of these journals.
The lithium deposit isn't just a rumor. It's all right here on these maps. I'm finally ready to show the world what's really buried beneath this dust.
Whew, the radio's finally holding a steady signal.
It's taken a lot of work, but I think it's going to reach someone this time. I'm not just waiting for help anymore. I'm calling for it.
Looking back, it's hard to believe how far I've gone.
This place was supposed to be my end, but it ended up being my beginning. I'm not the same person who stumbled through that gate. Everything is packed and ready to go. These journals are the only proof I need to set things right. It's time to face the truth and face my brother. This house saved my life in more ways than one. It was a cold, lonely place, but it gave me the time I needed to heal. I'll never forget what I found here. Locking this door feels like closing a chapter.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
The desert taught me how to survive. Now, I'm ready to live. I'm not looking back. The path ahead is clear, and I know exactly where I'm going. I've got everything I need to win this fight.
It's a beautiful, brutal place.
I'll always carry a piece of this desert with me. It's time to go home.
I'm finally free. The truth is on my side, and that's all that matters.
I'm ready to face whatever comes next. Could you find resilience in the very place designed to be your grave? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.